How are ya? Welcome to the Todd and Erin morning stream on GephartDaily.com. What? Smooth. So anyway, today, I discovered something yesterday. On Easter, Erin was sick.
Because my daughter is a kindergartner, and because basically elementary school is a vile petri dish of death and seething microbes that they rub all over each other's faces, and then they rub it all over your face when they get home, and then they sneeze into your face to let you know how much they love you.
Let's get back to what I was talking about.
Oh, sorry. I guess my personal discomfort really has no meaning to you.
I've been thinking about this for years, and it worked. This is the first time we've done it, and it worked. Is the fact that Erin was sick, so we went over to her mom's house and we had scalloped potatoes, she loves, ham, she loves, all the special things she loves, and she didn't get any, and
At least she brought me some cake home. That was nice.
And then I ate her scalloped potatoes that I brought home, and that didn't go over well. And so I said, you know what? I will make you scalloped potatoes. Never made them before.
You know, guilt is a powerful motivator with the
is.
Todd.
So I went to the store, and it was true. My dream came true. Discount ham.
You have a thing about discount meats, don't you?
The guy at our store.
It's like they're elderly meats. They're not quite dead yet.
No. He's just trying to clear the shelves. And you were going through the store and you hear his little Wonder discount stamp making machine. And you hear his slaps it on the meat. And I'm like,
You're just following the sound. It's like the siren's call, isn't it?
So my theory has been, if you just delay the celebration of every holiday by one day, think of how much money you would save.
Oh, my heavens. If you had Christmas on the 26th,
right?
You get everybody's deals.
Right? Easter.
Totally.
Just
and we're good at do-overs in our family because somebody is always sick at some point. So it's like no holiday is ever going to go normally.
We've redone New Year's Eve.
Twice.
Yeah. Not that we fight very often, but there you go. Look at our beautiful mountain cam. I am excited still about it. Look.
It's beautiful. It's nature. Nature is most beautiful.
Robert J. DeBry makes nature happen.
Yes, it's Robert J. DeBry cam. It's gorgeous. You can see that there's green and the mountains are perfect. The traffic isn't bad, but we wouldn't know that because we overlook the golf course, so it really doesn't help.
Well, then the golf carts are flowing freely north and southbound?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
If you're golfing today, you're just fine.
So, speaking of nature, this weird thing happened the other day, and I don't know what it is about birds lately, but they're attacking me or getting in my way.
Oh, I know that hideous thing last week with a pigeon bled all over Richard's car. What was that?
And we didn't hit it. It came to us that way.
No, it was like a kamikaze pigeon. It was terrible.
It bounced off something
It
or
gave
whatever.
its life out of revenge or something.
So my daughter and I are sitting there on the computer, computerizing, and I heard this thump. I can't bang on the table. Here, move your hand. Like that. And I was like, what is that? And I realized that's a bird. Hit the window. Because I've done this to save birds dozens and dozens of times.
We have tons of mourning doves in our backyard. We
Yeah.
have quail, so we're thinking, oh crap, I hope it's not one of the daddy quail getting all confused.
Right. And there it was on the ground. As a matter of fact, let's watch, shall we? You know, I want things to be easy in my life. I'm a good guy. I do nice things for other people, you know, and Saturday morning, sitting there, let's have some flapjacks. We don't have flapjacks, really. It's more like Eggo waffles. Okay, and the family is sitting down to a nice breakfast. Not really. 3 of them are still asleep. It's just me and the little one. Okay, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear this at the back of the house. I suddenly realize what that is. You know why I know that? I have no idea, because wildlife likes to attack my house. And of course, it is another bird. Would you stop following me? This is ridiculous. Would you stop? Okay, screw you. I'm going this way. Screw you. All right. Let's go see the hawk. Oh, the collards don't drink enough. Oh, look at that. Stop. You know, I studied wildlife management and forestry in school, right? Did not prepare me for the onslaught that I am received in Salt Lake City, Utah. There's my lovely wife, Erin, over there, fluffing her hair and running away from the camera because it's Saturday morning. You want to see it? Do you want to see it? Let's go. Okay, so on the computer, I think it's a gray hawk. And if this doesn't work out well, we're going to call the Department of Wildlife Resources. But let's see how it goes. All right, that was so cool, wasn't it? He didn't have any wing damage. He took off. The other birds pooped their pants because here he comes. He's a hawk. I think it's a gray hawk. We're going to find out. But the most astounding thing is how I found him. Now, I heard the thump, right? I will now give you an impression of what that bird looked like. He wasn't wearing a hat, by the way. Okay, so he's laying like this. And here's the weird thing. Not thinking it's a bird of prey, I actually went up to it, and right behind its neck, because it's sprawled out, I just went, "Hey, bud, you okay?" And he wasn't. He was out cold. So basically what I do all the time, is I grab the bird, I loosely wrap him in a cloth, and I put him in a dark box, and I put him in the corner, and about 2 hours later, they're fine. You know why? Because they've been friggin' knocked out. That's why. So anyway, good ending. Good on you. Zoe, thank you so much for helping. And the dog from keeping away. So that's, if you see something like that, little birds crashing in your windows, maybe try that. I am so happy. He was like a little frat guy, totally passed out on vodka.
You know, you're so lucky he didn't come right for your face. You know that, right?
It would have been horrible if he flew back into the window, wouldn't it?
Oh.
This is how fast he got out. Okay, so the tech nerds here. 1 second takes frames, right? 29.9 frames in 1 second.
So essentially 30 frames a second.
Right.
Okay.
That bird came out of that box in 20 frames.
So it took less than a second.
We're lucky we caught a picture of it.
That's like an explosion. Oh, that poor thing.
You know why we got a picture of it? Because we have we have a good camera people. And Richard was with me. And the stuff we do, because we're in my backyard and we have a dog, and there was an accident. But I think, just here, you see. All right, hang on. Hi, everybody. A lot of people want to know, with my extensive celebrity lifestyle, what do I like to do in my time off? And, favorite thing I like to do is to clean my cameraman's feet, because he was in my backyard and he stepped on. That's how it works, by the way. If you step in the person's dog, the dog owner has to do this, not the other person. So there's still more. Whose car are we going in?
We're going to my car.
We're done. Let's go. See? We're a team. We're a team of fine. A team. The stuff we do. And you know what? You shouldn't. This is the worst thing. Is that you're giving me a camera crew and a microphone and setting me loose on the world, and I'm not that well balanced anyway. And so it's really kind of mean. So anything you ever see me do like that, just, he's on drugs. Say something like that.
There's some cold medicine involved. There's Sudafed.
Something going on with him.
Sudafed.
All right.
Yeah.
So we should mention, this is so cool. You like to barbecue? Who doesn't? Steaks and beef.
Yes.
Are about to get cheaper.
Really? Why?
Like competing with pork and chicken cheaper.
Really?
See? They're grilling up a
Oh, look how
cow.
wholesome it is. Everyone's sitting out there with massive slabs of fat all
Kid
over
on the
meat.
bottom right's drinking a beer.
Well, why not?
Because Dad is.
Everybody's there.
They all match. So come on, kid, you got to grow up sometime.
Put some hair on your chest.
Wait
But
till
Dad, I'm 5.
Wait till the women get here.
Explain the steak thing before anyone thinks we're advocating underage drinking, okay? What is wrong with you
Don't do
today?
it. Just don't do it. Say no. So anyway, the steaks, when they produce a lot of steaks, I know, this is the time you go, he's on cold medicine.
All right, explain, dear.
So they produced a lot of beef.
Yes.
So not a surplus, but sort of a surplus.
Extra beef.
And that means for the summer, and that'll affect things for like the next 3 months. is the beef prices are going to, I hope, plummet, but they won't. But they'll go down.
There's some grilling. This is awesome.
Isn't it?
Yeah, of course, all of our grills are broken, aren't they? So what are you going to just lay it out on the sidewalk, wait for a good day?
Dashboard of a car when it gets really hot. It works really good, except the juices go down into the vent where the defrost vents are. But besides that...
No, we actually learned this on one of our other shows where we were trying to be awesome. Like, hey, here's the wacky ways that you can cook food. And so I had it wrapped up in foil, and sure enough, we stuck it on the dashboard. We baked cookies that way, too. The cookies were fine, but the steak was a bad choice.
It was a bad choice.
It was a really bad choice because even in January, when you put on the defroster, the smell of old meat
It's not bad, though.
would come through the vent.
It beats one of those pine-scented trees.
No, it actually really didn't at all.
Really?
No. And we tried everything.
The
there are
smell
some things
of
Febreze cannot cover.
rancid meat in the morning.
Maybe we should just move on to Daisy.
All right.
That might be for the best. Daisy's in the Gephardt Daily newsroom. She is brought to you by Robert J. DeBrey & Associates. Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel has got an amazing April sale right now. You can save hundreds of dollars right now on some of their amazing vacations. Just go to columbusvacations.com. Also, executive transportation. If it's just a ride to the airport or an exclusive night out, you're going to have all of the most beautiful cars and the most elegant service with executive transportation. Just go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. As a matter of fact, I just referred our girlfriend April there yesterday because she had a washer emergency. 24-hour service. If you need them, they will come for you. It's allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, what's going on today?
Hello, everyone. Here's what's making news today on GephartDaily.com. A 15-year-old boy is in critical condition after being struck by two vehicles in front of Syracuse Junior High Monday night. Police tell Gephardt Daily the teen was first hit by a southbound vehicle on 2000 West and thrown into the northbound lanes where he was pinned by a second vehicle. Witnesses sprung into action and managed to lift the vehicle off the teen. He was ultimately flown by medical helicopter to Primary Children's Hospital. South Salt Lake Police Department is looking for clues in the death of a South Jordan man. 46-year-old Matthew Holt was found shot to death in his car Easter Sunday near 3200 South and 900 West. Police have yet to establish a motive for the shooting. Anyone with information is asked to call South Salt Lake Police. And a Utah man has pleaded guilty to the murder of Utah Transit Authority employee Kay Porter Ricks. In exchange, 23-year-old DJ Harrison avoids the death penalty. DJ and his 51-year-old father, Flint Harrison, kidnapped and murdered Ricks in Salt Lake City before dumping his body in southern Wyoming. And now a quick look at the week's weather picture. It'll be mostly cloudy with a few thunderstorms the next few days, with highs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the low 60s. That's it for now. More headlines 24/7 on GephardtDaily.com.
All right, I'm going to redo that weather because I wasn't happy with it. I'm going to change it. It's all going to be 75 degrees and sunshine. It is when you travel with Columbus Travel. Now, here's the deal. The travel guru was actually here, and they said, okay, why not the internet? Why not book your trips on the internet? And he goes, well, that's a great thing. You know, you go and get a price and stuff. We also stand behind it. If there is a problem, we are there for you. Plus, he's got all these extra things you're not even going to find on like some of the activities on when you port of calls and stuff, about food, about drinks, about all these specials that they have access to, and you can do that too. So all you have to do is go to Columbus.
It's very easy, columbusvacations.com, or you can call them at 1-800-373-3328, or sign up for their weekly newsletter. It gives you all the last-minute deals and all the goodies for that week.
And then take us when you go on vacation. We're rather handy, and I carry bags. Tell me something good.
This is the coolest thing ever. I was thinking about this during the Boston Marathon, because if you remember 50 years ago, the first woman had the temerity, the nerve, the audacity to try to run the Boston Marathon. Now, of course, this was Catherine Switzer.
Look at this.
And if you take a look at this,
gosh.
She had gone under Kay Switzer in order to sign up. And she said, the marathon was a man's race in those days when women were considered too fragile to run it. But I trained hard. I was confident of my strength. Still, it took a body block from my boyfriend to knock the official off course. And if you saw that,
the guy
her boyfriend
in the black
was running behind her.
Right.
Trying to get this guy off of her so she could finish. And there were people screaming, get out of our race, get out of our race. And this woman finished. She said that I knew that if I couldn't finish that no one would believe that women could run distances and deserve to be in the Boston Marathon. They would think that I was just a clown and that women were barging into events where they had no ability. And I was serious about my run, and she said I couldn't let fear stop me. So guess who finishes over the finish line of the Boston Marathon 50 years later at the age of 70?
That's not 70. Look at her.
Here's the amazing part. She almost matched her time from the first Boston Marathon 50 years ago. And this time, instead of people screaming at her, there was massive, massive applause. She's one of my heroes.
When she went to the water stations, the people were taking selfies with her, which is cool. But in that first shot, that guy was trying to push her down and rip the number off her shirt, and she actually wore the exact same number.
The same number as she ran the Boston Marathon 50 years later. Is that the most amazing story?
It seems like ancient history.
It's hard to imagine
that people would say that women can't participate.
Oh no, that we're too fragile, that we're too weak, that we're clowns.
I don't think they've met Erin.
But her fierceness, though, I appreciate women like that because they did so much of the hard work for us. And sometimes it makes me feel guilty because I'm like, thank you for all the stuff I can do that I didn't really have to do any effort to get involved in, but thank you.
Oh
Catherine Swisser, thank you for what you did for us.
That was crazy.
I think it's an incredible thing.
All right, we have, you're not going to do this when we come back, are you?
What?
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and
you know, the thing is this, I'm not complaining because I love the Todd, I do. But, you know, many men have hobbies that, you know, maybe they like restore old cars, or maybe they make furniture, or maybe they like to, you know, I don't know, whittle. I don't care. But then there's Todd with his hobbies, and we'll explain what that one is next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin morning stream is actually available anytime at GephardtDaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
All right, first of all, in my own defense, they gave me a camera crew. They laugh once in a while, and that encourages me.
Go ahead. Introduce it, honey. Todd's hobby.
Watch this.
Hello, and welcome to Wild Kingdom. I am your host. My name is Todd. We are in Utah for spring. Oh, spring, spring, spring. The birds returning have only a limited food supply, like berries from the mighty mountain ash, supplemented by the dry berries from the vine we like to call vines. Once gorged on these berries, the birds would take flight and nest themselves in a magnificent, majestic tree as the sycamore. And then the magic would happen. All together in synchronicity, they would stop and take an incredible dump all over my car. This is the world of the Wild Kingdom.
My mother thinks I'm a doctor. Makes her happy. It's not my fault. They gave me a camera.
You documented bird poop on my car. That's your hobby.
I could whittle.
It would be, but no, then I'd have to trust you with sharp objects. That's proven bad in the past.
Something really important around here no one gets, and that is sleep. And now they finally realized that the position you sleep in tells a lot about who you are.
This is true.
Here's the
Number one. Okay, let's say if you sleep on your side, if you can see you're there.
Top left.
Knees bent. Well, they say you're calm and reliable. You're not easily offended nor afraid of what the future holds. And you're always a source of brightness to those around you. It really does take a lot to rattle you.
Say it again.
It really does take a lot to rattle you. That's very much you. And you can almost always adjust to anything that life throws at you. Now, position number two, that's the fetal position, as you see. And that means that you feel a need for protection, understanding, and sympathy. You're constantly trying to separate yourself from the problems of the world. But you are creative and talented.
Well, that's not me.
Well, number 3.
I'm number 1.
Yeah.
You're number 5.
Well, Daisy's number 3. Our beloved news girl Daisy. Stomach sleepers who lay flat on their bed are natural leaders. Active, organized, responsible, committed.
Do you actually sleep on your stomach?
I don't sleep at all.
That would be Patrick.
When's the last time you slept on your stomach?
I don't.
I miss it.
I sleep on my back. I'm position number 4. If you
Okay.
regularly sleep in a relaxed position on your back, you're an active, strong, loving person who usually finds themselves at the center of attention. You're friendly and you work best in an equally friendly work environment. That's why I like it here. Oh, this is the part where they're wrong. You're also logical and rational.
They're talking about you?
That's funny. All right, do number 5.
Number 5. This is you.
No, that's not me. I'm number 4.
No, you're not. You
Yes, I
sleep
am.
like number 5. I'm in bed with you. I would know this.
Go on.
Number 5. People who sleep like this on their backs resembling a soldier standing at attention. They always strive towards self-improvement. That's not working out. You know your purpose of life, and you know what you're there for. And you'll stop at nothing to achieve it and stuff.
And then there's number 6. If you sleep in a relaxed position that's not quite on your side or on your tummy, you tend to be quite unpredictable. You like an adventure, but your mood can change at a moment's notice.
It's called bipolarism.
That would be Richard,
Oh, that's right.
right?
Well, I've never seen him sleep.
Well, it's only a matter of time. We're all very close here.
But okay, so
Very close.
there's so many ways I want to say.
Uncomfortably.
The best dad in the world. I want to talk about the best dad in the world because
Don't you want to talk about Matt Eisman, though?
which one?
Comedian Matt Eisman that you talked to
let's do
yesterday.
that. Yeah,
We're
actually.
smooth here. Our transitions are like...
Shut up! When we get off track, they're jumping back there going, where are they going? Where are they going? Where are they going? And then they say, here, hold my beer. And then they flip a switch. And when we hear them laugh, it's like the best thing that can happen during the show. So every time I screw up and they laugh.
It's because they're hard and bitter people, so if we can crack them up, this is a good day
Can I
for us.
win an Emmy for this or a Pulitzer?
No, honey, I
right.
think what you get is a beating for this. Okay, Matt Eisman, he was in studio. Well, someone else's studio, not ours.
Yeah.
But anyway, Todd had a chance to talk to him yesterday. He's going to be appearing at Wise Guys next week.
Hi, everybody. It's Todd from the Todd and Erin Morning Stream on GephartDaily.com. And on the computer with us, Matt Eisman. Matt, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Just here on a slightly cloudy day in LA, so I'm sure everyone's panicked. We don't know what to do when it's not sunny and 80 degrees.
Right. No volleyball. Hey, I'm looking at your resume right now, and
Sure.
let me go through just a little bit, and I have a question for you. You're hosting American Ninja Warrior and Ninja Warrior as well, the team show. You've done Celebrity Apprentice with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But as far as the comedy, the rest of it goes, why is your resume in the wrong order?
You mean the one where your parents are horribly disappointed instead of how you fulfill their dreams by leaving something as frivolous as stand-up comedy to go save lives as a doctor? I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea how I ended up doing what I'm doing. Until I was 27 years old, I'd never even entertained entertainment as a profession. I'd always thought I was going to be a doctor and save lives and kind of have a traditional path. And then I just took a dramatic detour and moved out to LA, started doing stand-up, and I haven't regretted it for a second. It's been fantastic. I don't save lives, but I mean, I love what I do. I talk about ninjas, and I get to fly around the country and tell jokes. It's a pretty sweet living.
So we're talking Princeton, we're talking Columbia Medical School. This is not like, some place in Brazil that you were studying medicine. And so who did you have to tell that you were dropping out of medical school and doing stand-up?
Well, I completed medical school. So I was doing residency at the time at University of Colorado, where my dad is a doctor and he's a professor at the university there. So it was honestly, telling my parents was probably the hardest part. But once I told them, it was like a load was lifted, because I mean, I loved medicine. Medicine on paper was the perfect fit for me, but when I got into it, my heart wasn't in it, and it's not something I wanted to do kind of halfway. And so having left medicine to do stand-up sounds ridiculous. but it was completely the right move for me. And I'm so glad that I had the courage to tell my parents, and that they've been completely supportive, which is even more amazing.
You know, if you replace the word comedian with gay, that whole conversation makes sense.
Yeah, I think my parents would rather have a gay doctor than a straight comedian's son, but this is what they got, so they're happy with it. My girlfriend just walked in on that line. She's going to be a little confused. I'll have to explain what the context of that was.
So tell us about American Ninja Warrior to start off with.
Well, it's been amazing. We're in the middle of season 9 for American Ninja Warrior, and actually, we've had a ton of great competitors out of Utah. The biggest guy probably being Brent Stephenson. But it's been a crazy show that just hit at the right time, I think, where people were getting bored with working out. And I think we love watching people do amazing things, but I think it's the stories that people love on American Ninja Warrior. And then tomorrow night, Team Ninja Warrior premieres. I'm actually flying out to Louisville because we follow the WWE on the USA Network for Team Ninja Warrior. So Akbar and I are going to be at the match tomorrow night promoting Team Ninja Warrior. And again, like, what a ridiculous job this is, that I'm getting to fly across the country to go watch wrestling. And I'm getting paid to do it. This is part of my job, promoting Team Ninja Warrior, which premieres tomorrow night on USA Network. So it's been ridiculous, but American Ninja Warrior has been a phenomenal gift, and I love getting to do it.
That is cool. So I think, you know, we've got the medical, we've got the warrior, the ninja deal. You've got speaking. You're doing stand up all over the place, and I know as a doctor, I mean, you have a situation physically that must contribute to part of your material.
Yeah, for me, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and that's something I was diagnosed with in 2002. And completely changed my life, having an autoimmune disease where my body was really attacking itself. And I think it's been amazing for me, I think, dealing with rheumatoid arthritis, and then getting really involved in the Arthritis Foundation. That was my charity on Celebrity Apprentice. We raised nearly $1 million in the effort. And it's been amazing for me, I think, seeing how sharing my story has had such an impact, where people are reaching out to me, people who've been friends with me for years who never knew I had rheumatoid arthritis, even though I talk about it quite a bit. But I think that I got to see the power of sharing a story, and something where I felt so often, even though I've been involved with the Arthritis Foundation, there aren't many people, just a few million people, who have rheumatoid arthritis. And so you don't see as many, you're not aware of all the people who I think are struggling with this disease. So it was amazing for me sharing my story, how I found out how many people related to it. And I think we're thrilled to find someone else who's kind of dealing with the same chronic issues that they are. And I think that was one of the great lessons of Apprentice, was the importance of sharing your story, and how, even more than raising money, I think just the fact of making people not feel so alone in their own battles. You see the value of telling a story.
If you want to see Matt, just come in Salt Lake City. He's coming to Wise Guys in Ogden. That's April 21st. Yeah. Tickets, wiseguyscomedy.com. Thank you, Matt.
My favorite place to be.
He was funny.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, really nice guy. All right, so coming up, we have the worst dad in the world. But
the worst dad in the world.
He's so funny. It's coming up next.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephartDaily.com?
All right, so it's time to go to the mountain cam, or in this case,
exciting.
The weather cam.
Look, it's live weather.
Okay, 60. Look at this. Sun is coming up. 60 degrees. Got some chance of rain showers and thunderstorms.
Right there to the left.
Yep, 61 tomorrow. 60 the next day. 58. You're not going to have fun until Saturday.
No, but then things turn nice, and we're going to start popping up into the 70s because I'm really sick of Mother Nature and her cruel taunts.
That's so pretty.
Look, it's warm. No, it's not. It's warm. No, it's not. So.
All right, so here's the other deal. With this weather turning like this, you're going to need a plumber. You're going to need a plumber. There's two ways that you need a plumber. Is like, hey, I think I'll have someone come out and work on my sprinkler system. And then there's the other one is, I'm knee deep in poo in my basement. I need someone to come here right now. So all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air, that's John. They will come out in an emergency situation, or they'll come out in maintenance situation, or they'll come out and check out your furnace, your AC, that's going to be a big one, even your swamp cooler. So if you need a plumber, first of all, write it down. You need to know this. So when you're in the basement and you're knee deep in it, they can help you out. Just go to allutahplumbing.com, and they'll take care of it.
You know,
All right.
that they should patent that phrase.
What's
if
that?
you're knee deep in it.
Yeah, if you're knee deep in hoopla.
Yeah, can you do that? Can you actually copyright that?
I think so. I don't think
If
anybody
you're
else would
knee-deep
want
in
to
it.
use it. Best, worst dad in the world.
Now explain this because his
Okay.
the grandparents are like in a nursing home, right?
Right. Nana is in a nursing home, and so he loves his child. So, and he's good, evidently, and you'll see why he's good at photoshopping. And so he thought to keep things lively that he would Photoshop his kids in kind of bizarre,
What is wrong with him?
dangerous positions. And
Look, I have our toddler on
he's
it.
really good at
Oh,
photoshopping.
man, that's brutal.
And look at this one. It's her. With a knife.
With the fire blazing on the stove.
And a
Oh,
knife
my-
and looks like Chucky. Doesn't
That
it?
is so sick.
All right, keep going, keep going.
That is
It's
so sick.
funny. Woo! Now you don't know if he threw her in the air or he's catching her.
I don't think it's gonna catch her. That's why I'm a little scared. That is pure evil.
Okay, so imagine now that
I'm
Grandma
thinking Nana's clutching her chest.
Grandma
That's
gets that
great.
picture.
This is so sick.
Isn't it funny? Let's do another.
Oh. Right there on that 10-foot drop into the ocean. That's great. This is totally something our twins would have tried when they were babies.
So now we know he's European with the driver's side like
Just
that.
go ahead and
so-
drive, honey. Oh.
Right?
Oh. And the
Oh.
cruelest part is the baby gate at the bottom. Like, sure, it's supposed to protect her. That is so sick.
So if you're looking for
Wow.
something to do and you want to get a kick out of your parents'
Imminent
response,
death? What?
that is so funny. All right, so we started doing this. By the way, we started last week, and on Monday I said, "Hey, listen, if you have any Easter pictures, we want you to send them." So we put it on Facebook, Todd and Erin's Facebook, and basically I said, "We want your Easter pictures," and I just said really simply, "Go ahead and comment." And then attach the video or the pictures.
Whatever you want.
Yesterday we had a big long slideshow of
I still have the Bunny and the Puppy showdown. That was awesome.
And so the deal is that we also got some videos on this, and I want to do this on a regular basis, don't you?
Oh, are you kidding? That's because everyone else's lives are far more rich and fulfilling than ours are.
Right.
So if you actually present your pictures and videos, we can almost pretend we did it too.
So you won't see things like me cleaning the poo off of my cameraman's feet. So anyway, here is. It's one of those shows.
It really is.
So here is who sent this in. This is Shaman Gallery in the Grand Canyon, and it's just gorgeous. So we're gonna leave you with that. This is the Todd and Erin morning stream.
This is from Sandy Rosedale. She's one of my favorite people. She's always at Erin's Night Out. I adore her, and this is gorgeous. Take a look.
Just enjoy.